The dawn came, but no day. In the morning, the dust hung like fog. Men stood by their fences and watched the ruined corn, drying fast now, only a little green showing through the film of dust. And the women came out of the houses to stand beside their men, to feel whether this time the men would break. The women studied the men's faces secretly, for the corn could go as long as something else remained.
Yes, sir, that's my Savior. Jesus is my Savior. Yes, sir, that's my Savior.
Hot. Hot on the road.
Ain't you young Tom Joe, old Tom's boy?
Yeah, all the way. Going home now.
You wouldn't remember me, I guess. Baptized you in the irrigation ditch.
What? You're the preacher.
I was a preacher. Reverend Jim Casy was a burning bush. Used to howl the name of Jesus to glory. Not no more. It's Jim Casy now. Ain't nothing common no more. Got a lot of sense when I did, but they seem kind of sensible.
How do you get ideas to go thinking like that? Sure, I remember you. You used to give a good meeting. I recollect one time you gave a whole sermon walking on your hands, yelling your head off. My face is more than anybody. Grandma says you just Lazarus the spirit. Have a little snort?
I ain't preaching no more much. Spirit ain't in the people much no more. And worse than that, the spirit ain't in me no more.
You ain't too holy to take a drink now, are you?
Nice drinking liquor.
Ought to be. That's factory liquor. Cost $1.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
I ain't seen you in a long time.
Ain't nobody seen me. I went off home and I sat and figured. Spirit strong in me, only they ain't the same. I ain't so sure about the things. I used to get the people jumping and talking in tongues and glory shouting till they just fell down and passed out. Some I baptized brand too. Then, you know what I do? I take one of them girls out in the grass. Done it every time. Then, feel bad, pray. It ain't do no good. Come next time, them memories full of spirit, I do it again.
There ain't nothing like a good hot beat for pushing them over. I've done that myself.
You wasn't a preacher. Girl was just a girl to me. They was. Holy vessels.
Should've got yourself a wife. The preacher and his wife stood at our place one time. Jehovah'd say was. Slept upstairs. They held meetings in our barnyard. Us kids would listen. That preacher's missus, though. After every night meeting.
I'm glad you told me. I used to think it was just me. Finally, it gave me such pain, I quit and went on by myself and gave her a good think about.
You ever good going over?
Now, I was under a cue and I figured it out. Before I noted, I was saying, there ain't no sin and there ain't no virtue. There's just stuff people do. I say, what's this called? This spirit. And I says, it's love. I love people so much I'm fit to bust sometimes. Then I says, well, don't you love Jesus? Well, I thought. And finally I says, no. I don't know nobody named Jesus. Whew. I've been talking a lot. Anyway, I'll tell you one more thing I thought out. And from a preacher, it's the most unreligious thing. And I can't get preaching no more because I thought it and I believe it.
What's that?
It hits you wrong. Don't take no offense at it.
Hey, I don't take no offense up to busting the nose. What do you figure?
Well, I figured about the Holy Spirit and the Jesus rub. I figured, why do we gotta hang it all on God or Jesus? Maybe, I figured, maybe it's all men and all women we love. Maybe that's the Holy Spirit, human spirit, the whole shebang. Maybe all men got one big soul everybody's a part of. Now, I sat there thinking, And all of a sudden, I knew it. I knew it so deep down that it was true. I still know it.
You can't hold no church with ideas like that. People drive you out of the country with ideas like that, jumping and yelling. And that's what folks like. Makes you feel swell. Grandma got the dog in the tongues you couldn't tie her down.
I baptized you right when I was named for a root tree.
She can knock over a full-grown deacon with a fist.
That long as Jesus jumping on my mouth that day.
Guess I'll mosey along now.
You know, it's a funny thing. I was thinking of old Tom Joe, you come along, thinking I'd call on him. How is Tom?
I don't know how he is. I ain't been home in 4 years.
And I'm traveling around?
You didn't hear about me? I was in the papers.
No, I never. What?
Been in McAllister for 4 years.
Oh, you want to talk about him, huh? I want to ask you more questions if you have something.
Yeah, I do what I done. Again! I killed a guy. In a fight, we was drunk at a dance. He had a knife for me. Killed him with a shovel just laying there. Knocked his head plumb to squash.
I ain't ashamed of that then.
No, I ain't. Got 7 years and kind of hit a knife for me. Got out before, parole. Hate to hit the sun now, but it ain't so bad.
I ain't seen no Tom at Bug's age.
Well, come along.
I was gonna look in on him anyways. I bring Jesus to your folks for a long time.
I'll be glad to see you. Something's happened. They ain't here. They're gone.
Let's look at the house. Don't put you out of shape.
No.
I can hang out with you.
They're gone. Or Mom's dead. If Mom was anywhere about that gate be shut and hooked. That's one thing Mom always seen was done. Seen that gate was shut. Ever since the pig got out over to the Jacobs and ate the baby.
I was a preacher. I'd say the arm of the Lord is struck. Now I don't know what's happened.
I remember this. This was Mom's. Mom liked them shoes. No. They're gone. Oh, we're dead.
Tommy?
Muley.
When did you get out, Tommy?
2 days ago. Took some time to hitchhike home. Where are my folks, Muley?
They're all at Uncle John's, in the whole group, getting money together so they can shove on west. Uncle John got his notice too.
Oh, you remember this preacher, don't you? Reverend Casy.
Well, sure. Remember well, didn't look over.
What happened here?
Well, your folks are gonna stick her out when the bank came and trucked them off the place. Broke the house and gave her a shake like a dog shakes a rat.
Why do you keep the folks off the land?
Bank can't afford to keep no tenants. I'm telling you, I'm staying. They ain't getting rid of me.
Sure. I wonder Pa went so easy. Wonder Grandpa didn't kill nobody. Grandpa was nobody you could push around. And Ma was nobody you could push around either. I seen her beat the heck out of a tin peddler one time because he hit her in an argument. She had a chicken in one hand and an axe in the other. She aimed to go after that peddler with the axe. She forgot which hand was which. She starts going after him with the chicken. Couldn't even eat that chicken when she got done with it. Nothing but a pair of legs in her hand. How did my folks go so easy?
Weren't easy, Tommy. Took something out of your paw. Kinda got to.
So he gets used to a place it's hard to go.
Well, sir, that's a funny thing. Something went and happened to me and they told me I had to get off the place. First, I was going to go and kill a whole flock of people, but there ain't nobody to play for. Here's a shiny land of cows on me. There ain't nobody to company. Gotta feel crazy. Then all my folks on the way out west. And now I'm just wandering around. I'm wandering around like an old graveyard ghost. I've been going around places where stuff happens, and there's a place down by the barn where Paul got gored to death by a wolf, and his blood is right there in that ground. Must be. No one ever washed it out. And I put my hand on that ground, where my own Pa's blood is part of it. You fellas think I'm touched?
No, you own me. You ain't touched.
If your folks went out west, you should have went too. You shouldn't have broke up the family.
I couldn't. Something just wouldn't let me. I ain't talked to nobody for a long time.
You should talk. Sometimes the Sandman can talk the sadness right out through his mouth.
What's that?
That's probably Superintendent Cotton. Some of them being seen on fire.
We ain't doing nothing.
He down, it's just passing. He can't say.
flashlight and look around? I wish I had a stick.
No, Willie doesn't one night. I could rip him in half with a fence stick. Knocked him out, put a little wedge.
Muley.
He got somebody with him tonight.
Ain't here.
Never thought I'd be hiding out at my old man's place.
Cheap transportation.
Pontiac.
Cadillac.
Pontiac.
Buick.
Pontiac.
If you're going to California, I got
Get him ready to
just
take to California. Get him ready to feel and all close him.
Pa?
What do you want? It's Tom. You ain't busted out? You ain't gotta hide?
No, I'm paroled. I'm free. I got my papers.
Well, we're going to California. Who's gonna write you and tell you, but you're back. You can go. Your mom almost didn't go to California, figuring she wouldn't see you no more. It's going like you've never been away.
Do you remember this here preacher, Pa?
He been in prison too?
No, I met him on the road. He's been away.
You're welcome here, sir.
Glad to be here. Then to see when the boy comes home, then to see you.
Home.
To his folks.
Pa, run out to the barn now and get Grandma and Grandpa.
Of course. Now, Ma, a couple fellows came up the road. What did they grab bite to eat?
Let 'em come. We got plenty. But tell 'em they got to watch their hands. I'm just taking up beside me now. They'll give me plenty of bread this side. Thank God. Oh, thank God. Tommy, you ain't wanted. You didn't bust loose.
No, I'm free.
I was scared we were going without you. And we never see each other again.
We fooled you, huh, Ma? We aimed to fool you, and we done it. Just stood there like a hammered sheep. Wish Grandpa had been here. He would have whacked him so hard, he would have thrown his hip out.
Where's Grandpa? Ain't seen the old devil.
Oh, him and Grandma have been that. Big sticks to the barn. Pa, run out and tell him Tommy's home. Grandpa's a favorite of him.
Of course. Should have did it before.
Tommy,
Yeah?
Tommy, I got to ask you. You ain't mad?
Mad, Mom?
You ain't poison mad. You don't hate nobody. They didn't do nothing that Germantown crazy mad.
No. Well, I was for a little while, but I ain't proud like some folks. I let stuff run off of me.
Thank God.
Mom, when I seen what they done to our house.
Don't you go fighting alone. They'll hunt you down like a cow. They say there's 100,000 to show down. If we was all mad the same way, Tom, they wouldn't hunt nobody down.
Did folks feel that way?
I don't know. They just kind of stunned. Walk around like they was half asleep.
Praise God for victory.
I guess Grandma finally heard I'm home. Mom, you was never like this before.
I never had my house for show. I never had my family stuck out on the road. I never had to sell.
Hallelujah.
Here they come now.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where? Look at him. A jailbird. Ain't been no Joe's in jail for a heck of a time. Got no right to put him in jail. He done just what I do. And some stinking skunk bragging hell will shoot you when you come out. I sent word to him. I says, you lay your sights anywhere near Tommy, I'll take it and I'll ram it. Scared him too.
How do you keep yourself, Grandpa?
I always said Tom come busting out of that jail like a bull from a corral fence. Ain't you done it?
I didn't bust out. Then let me out.
Get out of my way, I'm hungry.
Ain't here.
Man never lived. Going to hell on a poker. Praise God. Once he dropped the
Howdy, Noah.
Fine, how are you?
I'm John.
Glad to see you, Tommy.
How are your kids?
Hello. All right. Just get yourself a plate and sit down where you can. Oh, here's Rosa Shannon Connie from just in time for supper.
Roshan's been messing with Connie's folks. My God, you didn't know Roshan's married to Connie Rivers. She's coming up about 3, 4, 5 months now. She's swelling up right now.
Rosa Shannon, look, it's Thomas. He's grown. This is Connie, my husband.
I seen you've been
You
busy.
do not see my yet.
Pa just now told me. When's it gonna be?
After a long time.
Want to get it more in one French, huh?
You do not see. Rosa Shannon, get over here and help me get this food on the table.
Hey, where'd the preacher go? He was right here. Where'd he go?
Preacher? What, preacher? Go get him. We'll have the grace. Too late for him. He's dead already. Go get the preacher.
Casey! Hey, there you are. What was you doing, hiding?
No. The fellow shouldn't butt his head in their family got family stuff. I'll just say thank you.
Well, come on and eat. Grandma wants a grace.
But I ain't preaching no more.
Come on, give her a grace.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Have some supper.
Grace first. Grace first.
Oh, that preacher. He's all right. I always liked him since I'd seen him.
Simple old goat.
I gotta tell you, I ain't preaching no more.
Say it.
We just being glad to be here, being thankful for people that's kind and generous. That's enough why I say that kind of grace.
Say it. And getting the word about it starting in California.
I've been thinking. I've been in the hills thinking. Almost you might say like Jesus went into the wilderness to think his way out of the midst of troubles.
Praise
I
God.
ain't saying I'm like Jesus, but I got tired like him. I got mixed up like him. And I went into the wilderness like him. Without no camping and stuff. I
Hallelujah.
got thinking, only it wasn't thinking, it was deeper down than thinking. I got thinking how there was the moon and the stars and the hills, and there was me looking at them. Suddenly we wasn't separate no more. You was one thing, and that one thing was holy.
Oh, yes. Praise God.
I got thinking how he was
Hallelujah.
holy when we was one thing, and how mankind was holy when it was one thing. And it only got unholy when one miserable little fella got the business teeth and run off his own way, kicking and dragging and fighting. I was like that was the holiness. When they're all working together, kind of harness to the whole shebang, that's right, that's holy. Then I got thinking, I don't even know what I mean by holy. I can't say no grace like I used to say. I'm glad of the holiness of supper. I'm glad there's love here. That's all. That's what's up, Cole. Amen.
Your brother Al looked this Hudson over before the bottom. Says she's all right.
What's he know? He's just a squirt.
He works for a company. Smart Alec like he is, he can fix an engine, Al can.
Where's he now?
Smart Alec and around. Tomcat himself and just Billy goat himself to death. Smart Alex 16-year-older and his nuts are just a negative mark. He ain't been in nights for a week.
I was worse. I was much worse. I was a heller, you might say.
You look like a hell yet, Grandpa.
Well, I am kinda, but I ain't nowhere near the fella I used to be. But just let me get out to California, where I can pick me an orange or grapes. Oh, now there's a thing I never had enough of.
Well, speaking of Smart Alec, looks like he's making his way home right now. Looks pretty worn out, too.
Al, you're cold like a bean. Wouldn't have known you. Pa says you're a good hand with the truck.
Did you list out? Jail?
No, they let me out.
Here, let me button you up.
I want to be let to button my own pants.
You don't let people run around with their clothes in California.
They don't hang. Well, I'll show them. I'll go out and hang it out if I want.
Seems like his language gets worse every year. Going on, I guess.
Know what I'm gonna do when I get out to California? I'm gonna pick me a whole bunch of grapes off a bush or whatever. And then I'm gonna squash them on my face. And I'm gonna let the juice run off of my chin. And then I'm gonna fill me a whole wash tub of grapes. And then I'm gonna sit in them. And I'm gonna scrounge in there. And I'm gonna let the juice run down my pants.
When do you think it's starting, Pop?
Well, now that this one's back from the squirting around, I figure tomorrow or the day after. The sooner it is we leave, the sure it is we get there. The fellow says it's near 2,000 miles.
Ruthie, Winfield, pick up the plates. Those are champagne I washed up. I got to be careful. I can't live.
I'll get her. Hey, Al, help me with this over here.
I got it.
I hope things are all right in California.
What makes you think they ain't?
Well, nothing. Seems too nice, kind of. I see the hay bills fellas pass out and how much work there is and high wages and all. And I see in the paper how they want folks to come and pick grapes, oranges and peaches. That'd be nice for a Tom, picking peaches. I'm scared of stuff sometimes. I ain't got faith.
Don't rush faith bird high. I won't do no crawling with worms.
I know that's right. That's scripture, ain't it?
I don't know. Sure sounds like it.
Still, I like to think how nice it's gonna be, baby. California. Never cold and fruit every place and people just being in the nicest places. Little white houses in among the orange trees. I wonder, that is, if we all get work and all get jobs. Maybe get little white houses.
Maybe.
Now you got me an idea. Now we're going. Why don't we go?
If you get ready by daylight and go, all we gotta do is get that pork salted.
They say it's near 2,000 miles.
Oh, that's a long ways.
We ought to go.
Well, Noah, you cut off that side meat. The rest of us will start loading up that truck.
How about we forget something? Not seeing in the dark?
We could look around after daylight.
We'll get it together. Come on, you fellas.
I wonder if I can go along with you folks. Something's happening. I went over and I looked and all the houses empty and the land is empty and the whole country's empty. I can't stay here no more. I gotta go where the folks is going.
We gotta figure close. It's a tough thing to figure close. There's Grandma and Grandpa. Me, Ma, and John. There's 5. Got Tommy, Al, Noah. Got Ruthie and Winfield. Connie and Rochelle. That's 12.
And 2 cut up pigs.
Can we figure another? Can we, Ma?
It ain't can we, it's will we. As far as kids, we can't do nothing. Not go to California or nothing. But as far as will, why, we'll do what we will. It's been a long time my folks been here in East before, and I never hear tell no jokes or no ass either. Ever refusing food, shelter, or lived on room to anybody else. They's been mean jokes. But never that, baby.
Suppose there just ain't room.
They ain't room now. They room for more than 6, and 12 is going short. One more going hurt.
Well, Reverend, if you're going, why don't you give me a hand? Now, Ma, clear off that table. Noah's got to cut up the side meat. Got salt?
Yes, yes, sir. Got 2 nice carrots.
Pa, I just had a thought.
Yeah?
Thomas parole. That means he can't go outside the state. Because if they catch him, they'll send him back for 3 years.
That can't happen. We need Tom.
Right.
Hey, Al! Where you been the last 2 weeks?
Stuff the fella gotta do when he's trying to leave the country.
Don't tell your ma about Tom.
It's gotta wake up Grandma and Grandpa. They're long towards dead.
Here comes Grandpa now. There's something wrong with him.
Ain't nothing the matter with me. I just ain't a-going.
Ain't going? We ain't got no place to stay.
I ain't saying for you to stay. You go right along. Me, I'm staying. I've been giving her a going over all night mostly. This here's my country. I belong here. I need to go.
My Grandpa, you ain't slept all night now. You let your boy set you down on a nice mattress we got fixed over here. I got some soothing there, make you nice and drowsy, nothing after. Have a nice on top of you staying right here where you belong.
I ain't to going. I.
66 is the path of people in flight, refugees from dust and shrinking land, from the thunder of tractors, from the twisting winds, a howl up out of Texas, from the floods and the twisting winds. From all of these, the people are in flight.
To 66 from the tributary side roads,
From the wagon tracks.
From the rutted country roads,
66 is the mother road, the mad flight.
Like a good girl, go lay down with Grandma. She needs someone now. She's knowing now.
You gotta figure out what to do. These laws. First, you gotta report a death. Then you gotta take $40 for an undertaker, or you take him as a pauper.
We never did have no coppers. Maybe we got to learn. We never got booted off no land either.
Grandpa had the right to bury his own pa. Done in dignity. Now I'm saying I got that same right. A pa has the right to be buried by his own son. And a son has the right to bury his own father.
The law says different now.
The law can't be followed. No ways. Not in decency, anyways. I'm saying I got the right to bury my own father. Anybody got a word against?
All changes. Got to go on. You got the right to do what you got to do.
You got the right too, John. Got something to say?
No word against. Only it's like hiding him in the night. Grandpa's way was to come out of shooting.
We can't do like Grandpa done. We gotta get to California. Before money gets out.
Sometimes fellas working, dig up a man, figure he been killed. Government's got more interest in a dead man than a live one. They'll go on trying to figure out who he was and how he died. How if we put a note of writing in a bottle, lay it here with Grandpa, tell him who he was and how he died and why he's buried here.
That's good. Written out in a nice hand. Be not so lonesome knowing he's not just some lonesome body on the ground, Tommy, you get on that note. John, Al, you come with me. You too, Connie.
How's Grandma?
Hey, we got any paper and pen, Mom?
No, that's one thing we didn't bring.
Here's the pencil. And here's the Bible. There's a clear page in front. Use that and tear it out.
Mom, I gotta ask.
Scared again? Why, you can't get through 9 months without sorrow. Will it hurt the baby? They used to be a saying. A child born out of sorrow will be a happy child. It might hurt anyway. You go greasing yourself and tuck yourself in a swallow's nest. It might. Forgive that baby for me. He'll take care of himself.
Let me at that wall, would you?
How's this, Mom? Here lies William James Joe, old man, died of a stroke. His folks buried him here because they got no money to pay for funerals. Nobody killed him, just a stroke and he died.
That sounds nice. You can't just stick on someone's scriptures to be religion.
It's got to be short. There ain't much room up on the page.
How about God have mercy on his soul?
No, it sounds too much like he was hanged. I'll figure something out.
Good indeed. Come free more.
Hey, isn't that a short one? And Lot said unto them, "Oh, not so, my Lord."
You don't mean none. Once you can put one in, might as well mean some. Hold on to songs. Over further. You can always get some now, song.
Funny thing is, losing Grandpa makes me feel no different than I've done before. I ain't no sadder than I was.
It's just the same thing. Grandpa's no place. It was the same thing.
He was going to squeeze grapes all over his head.
He was forward all the time. I think you know it. Grandpa didn't die tonight. He died when we took him off the place.
Now here's a good one. Full of religion. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered.
That sounds nice. Here, put that one in. And turn the lid after time.
What about Grandma?
Maybe she'll hold it against me, but I can wake her up. I'm just tired.
We need a prayer. Can you help us?
I'll help you folks, but I won't fool you.
We ain't never had one of our folks been buried without a prayer.
Hey,
You got to. Maybe it's not to. Only be a little.
give me a short one. Grandpa's man just lived like it just died out. I don't know whether he was good or bad, but that don't matter much. He was alive, and that's what matters. I heard a fellow tell home one time, and he says, all that lives is holy. Pretty soon, he means more than the word says. And I wouldn't pray for an old fellow that's dead. It's all right. Got a job to do, but it's all laid for. There's only one way to do it. For us, we got a job to do. There's 1,000 ways. We don't know which one to take. If I was to pray, it'd be for folks that don't know which way to turn. Grandpa here, he got things straight. Now, cover him up, let him get to his work. Amen.
She makes it right here. Well, at least she's gonna be all right. Only Lord God knows what she's gonna do if we got any hills to climb. You got any hills to climb between here and California, Mom?
Seems to me these hills, besides, it seems to me these hills are even mountains. Big ones.
We're gonna run right over. We got any hills to climb. Have to trust on each other. Maybe we should have brought that preacher.
You'll be glad of that preacher for wisdom. That preacher helped us.
Come on. Now you scared of going? You scared of going to a new place?
A little. Oh, you ain't like scared so much. I'm just sitting here waiting. Sometimes I gotta do. I'll do it.
But ain't you thinking what it's gonna be like when we get there? Ain't you thinking it won't be nice, like we thought?
No. No, we can't do that. I can't do that. It's too much, living too many lives. Up ahead, there's 1,000 lives not lived, but when it comes, it'll only be one. If I go down all of them, it's too much. You got to live ahead because you're so young, but it's just a road going by for me. It's just how stupid all the money some more board goes. That's all I can do. Can't do any more of that. For us to get upset if I done any more of that, they all depend on me just thinking about that.
You men want to camp here?
No, we got folks here. We dropped them off. Hey, Pa?
Thought she was going to be all week. Get it fixed?
We was pig lucky. Got to pop before dark.
It's good. Your mom was worried. Your grandma's awful chump.
If you three fellas want to camp here, it'll cost you 4 bits. Get a place to camp and water and wood, and nobody won't bother you.
We can sleep in the ditch beside the road and it won't cost us nothing.
Deputy Sheriff comes on by in the night. Might make it tough for you. Got a law against sleeping out in this state. Got a law against vagrants.
So I pay you $50 behind a vagrant, huh?
That's right.
Deputy Sheriff ain't your brother-in-law by any chance?
No, he ain't. And the time ain't come yet when us local folks got to take no talk from you bums neither.
When did we get to be bums? We ain't asking for nothing. All of us bums? Well, we sure ain't asking no nickels from you for the chance to lay down and rest.
Come off it, Tom!
Sure I'll come off it. It's a hard thing to be named a bum. You know, I'll come for you and your deputy right here with my mitts. Jump Jesus.
There ain't no good in it.
Ain't you got a $50?
Yeah, I got it. But I'm gonna need it. Can't set it out just for sleeping.
Well, y'all got to make a living.
Yeah? Just wish there was some way to make it without taking it away from somebody else.
Look, mister, we paid. Now, these folks are with us. We paid for them. Can they stay?
For 9, 3 more is another 50 cents.
We'll go along the road. Come back for you in the morning. That all right with you?
If the same number stays that's coming paid, that's all right.
We'll go along pretty soon.
It's dirt hard for folks like us to tear up and go. Especially people like us. Till we was drafted off, we was people with land.
Cropping,
Sure, we was sharecropping. Used to own the place.
same as us.
Like, for us, it won't last long. We'll get out west, we'll get a piece of land with some water.
You folks must have a nice little pot of money.
No, but we're all good men. We'll get out there and we'll get good wages.
You going out there? You going out and get good wages? You gonna pick oranges maybe? You gonna pick peaches?
We're gonna take what they got. They got lots of stuff to working out there.
You folks all going to California, I bet.
You didn't even guess that, I told you that.
Me? I'm coming back. I've been there. I'm coming back to the Star. I'd rather starve all over at once.
This doesn't make sense.
I don't want to fret you.
You ain't gonna fret us. And you ain't gonna shut up now. Now it says they need men.
You don't know what kind of men they need.
What are you talking about?
Look, how many men does it say that on your handbill?
800. And that's in one little place.
Orange color handbill?
Yeah?
Give me the name of the fella. Says so-and-so labor contractor.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Look, you don't make no sense. This fellow wants 800 men, so he picks up 5,000 of them things. And maybe 20,000 people sees them. And maybe 3,000 people get a moving on west and kind of this here bill. Folks crazy with worry.
Doesn't make sense.
Not till you see the fellow that put up this here bill. You'll see him, or some renter conform. You'll be hidden by a ditch. You and 50 other families. And he'll come around. He'll look in your tent to see if you've got anything up to eat. And if you got nothing, he says, want a job? And you'll say, I sure do, mister. I'll present you for a chance to work. And he'll say, I can use you. And you'll say, when do I start? And he'll tell you what time, where to go, and he'll go on. I mean, he needs 200 men, so he talks to 500. And they tell other folks, and when you get there, he's 1,000 men. And maybe he says, I'm paying 20 cents an hour. And maybe half of them walk off. But they still 500 men that are so hungry, they're nothing but biscuits.
You sure you ain't one of these here troublemakers? You sure you ain't a labor faker?
I swear to God I ain't.
There's plenty of them. Going around, stirring up trouble, getting folks mad, chiseling in. There's plenty of them. Time's gonna come when we string them all up. All them troublemakers. We gotta run them out of the country. Man wants to work? Okay. If you don't, we ain't gotta let him stir up no trouble.
I couldn't tell you, folks. Something took me a year to find out. Took 2 kids dead. Took my wife dead to show me.
Clarksville, Ozark, Van Buren, and Fort Smith on 64. And there's an end to Arkansas. And all of the roads into Oklahoma City. 66 down from Tulsa, 270 up from McAllister, and 81 from Wichita Falls south from Eden north. Edmond, McLeod, Purcell, and 66 out of Oklahoma City. El Reno and Clinton going west on 66. Hydro, Elk City, Texola, and there's an end to Oklahoma. 66 across the panhandle of Texas. Shamrock and McLean, Conway and Amarillo, the yellow. Will Dorado and Vega and Boise, and there's an end to Texas.
Tucumcari and Santa Rosa and into the New Mexican mountains.
Albuquerque, where the road comes down from Santa Fe.
Then down the gorge Rio Grande to Los Lunas and west on 66.
Again to Gallup.
And there's the border of New Mexico. Hallbrook, Joseph City, Winslow. They drove all night and came to the mountains in the night. They passed the summit in the dark and came slowly down in the late night. And when the daylight came, they saw the Colorado River below them. The Jodes drove to the river and sat looking at the lovely water flowing by, and the green reeds jerking slowly in the current.
Mind if we stop here, please?
We don't own it, mister. Stop if you want. There'll be a cop to look you over.
Come back!
Oh, come on, you kids!
Mom, when we get there, we're all gonna pick fruit and kind of live in the country, ain't you?
We ain't there yet. We don't know what it's like. We've got to see.
Me and Connie don't want to live in the country no more. We got it all planned out what we're gonna do.
Ain't you gonna stay with us? With the family?
Well, we talked about it, me and Connie. Ma, we want to live in a town. Connie's gonna get a job in a store or maybe factory, and he's gonna study at home, maybe radio, so he can be an expert and maybe later have his own store. And we'll go to pictures whenever. And Connie says, I'm gonna have a doctor when the baby's born. And he says, we'll see how times is and maybe go to a hospital. And we'll have a car, a little car. And when he gets done studying at night, fine, it'll be nice. He tore a page out of Western love stories, and he's gonna send off for a course because it'll cost me to send off. This is right on that clip in it. I've seen it. And we'll live in a town. and, well, I'm gonna have electric iron. And I thought maybe we could all go in town, and when Connie gets a store, maybe Al could work for him.
We don't want you to go away from us. It ain't good for folks to wake up.
You've been on the quiet the past few days. What's the matter? Getting sour?
I done enough talking when I was a preacher last week the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you know some talking sense too.
I'm all worried up. I've been watching the cars on the road. They've been passed and then that's past us. They keeping track.
Track of what?
Well, there's some families all going west. Ain't none of them going east. Notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's like a whole country moving.
Well, there is a whole country moving. We're moving too.
Well, all these here folks and everybody, well, they can't get no jobs out there.
How would I know? I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. I did that them 4 years at Mac, just march and sell in and sell out and in mess and out mess. I thought it'd be different when it came out.
Now look, Tom.
I'm gonna go take a bath. I'm gonna sit in the shade all day.
Tom,
Yeah?
Tom, I ain't going on.
What are you talking about?
Tom, I ain't gonna leave this here water. I'm gonna go down this here river.
You crazy?
I'll get myself a piece of line, catch fish. Fella can't starve beside a nice river.
What about Mom? What about the family?
I can't help it. Can't leave this here water. Look, you know how it is, Tom. Folks are nice to me. They don't really care for me.
You're crazy.
No, I ain't. I know how I am. Look, I know they're sorry, but, well, I ain't going. You tell Ma, Tom.
Now you listen here.
No, I'm gonna go now, Tom. Down the river. I'll catch fish and stuff, but I can't leave her. I can't. You tell Ma, Tom.
Now listen.
It ain't no use. I'm sad, but I can't help it. I gotta go.
Will, you come here now. I told him to come right back. I'll find him. I'll take the hair off him.
She's awful sick.
When you're young, Rosa Sharon, everything that happens is a thing all by itself. It's a lonely thing, I know. I remember Rosa Sharon. You're gonna have a baby, Rosa Sharon, and that's something that you won't lead away. And that's gonna hurt you, and her'll be alone. This here truck is alone in the world. It's a time of change, and when that time comes, dying is a piece of all dying, and bear is a piece of all bear. And dying and bear are just two pieces of the same thing. And then, things ain't lonely anymore. And then hurt don't hurt so bad, because it ain't a lonely hurt anymore, Rosa Sharon. I wish I could tell you so you know, but I can't. Here, take it back, Grandma. That's the thing to do. I wish I could tell you so you know.
Will, you dirty. You ain't never gonna get clean.
Ma, I got something to tell you. It's Noah. He went on down the river. He's not coming back.
Why?
I don't know. It says it's something he's got to do.
How'll he eat?
He said he'll catch fish or something. I don't know.
Our family's falling apart.
My fault?
Just can't seem to think no more.
He'll be all right. Noah's a funny kind of guy.
My fault. The boy is all my fault.
No, he's not.
It's my fault. I don't want to talk about it.
So this here's the desert. What a place. How'd you like to walk across it?
People done it. Lots of people done it. If they can, we can too.
Lost Mr. Dad.
But we haven't come out exactly clean now.
Hey, Casey. You're a fellow I know what to do.
What to do about what?
I don't know.
That's gonna make it easy for me.
Well, you've been a preacher.
Look, John, everybody takes a crack at me just because I've been a preacher. A preacher ain't nothing but a man.
Yeah, but he's kind of man. Else, he wouldn't be a preacher. I want to ask you, you think a fellow can bring battle up to his own folks?
I don't know.
Well, see, I was married. Fine, good girl. One night she got cancer in her stomach. And well, she says, you better go get a doctor. And so I says, you just ate too much. She gave me a look. She rolled her own eyes. She died the next afternoon. You see, I killed her. But since then, I tried to make it up to people, mostly to kids, and I tried to be good, but I can't. I get drunk, I go wild.
Everybody goes wild. I do too.
Yeah, but you ain't got you on your soul like me.
Sure, I got sins. Everybody's got sins. Sin is something you ain't sure about. All those people that's sure about everything and ain't got no sin, why, if I was God, I'd kick them right out of heaven. I couldn't stand them.
You think it was a sin to let my wife get her like that?
Well, if anybody else, it was a mistake. But if you think it's a sin, then it's a sin. Man builds his own sins right into the ground.
I gotta give that a go and over.
What's this here?
Agricultural inspection. I gotta look over your stuff. Do you have any vegetables or seeds?
No?
Well, you gotta unload. I gotta look over your stuff.
Look, mister, we got a sick old lady and we gotta get her a doctor. We can't wait. You can't make us wait.
Yeah? I gotta look over your stuff.
I swear we ain't got anything. I swear. Grandma's awful sick. Look.
I thought she is. Go on ahead.
All night they bored through the hot darkness, and jackrabbits scuttled into the lights and dashed away in long, jolting leaps. The dawn came up behind them, and then suddenly they saw the great valley below them.
Look,
The vineyards, the orchards, the great flat valleys, green and beautiful, the trees set in rows and farmhouses.
God Almighty,
I want to take a look at it.
I never seen anything like it.
Where's Mom? I don't want to see it. Mom? My God, Mom, are you sick?
You say we're a cause?
Well, look.
Thank God. Bab is here.
Are you sick, Mom?
No, just time.
Was Grandma bad?
Grandma's dead.
How long?
Before they stopped us last night.
That's why you didn't want them looking back there.
I was afraid we wouldn't get across. I told Grandma we couldn't help. She can get buried in a nice green place. She gotta lay her head down in California.
You were laying there with her all night long.
The family had to get across. Don't touch me! I'll hold up if you don't touch me. That'll get me.
All night long. A woman so great with love, she scares me. Makes me afraid and mean.
It's pretty. I wish they could have saw it.
Wish so too.
They wouldn't have saw nothing. They was too old. Grandpa would have seen the Indians in the prairie country when he was a young fella. Grandma would have remembered and seen the first house she lived in. Nah. Who's really seeing it is Ruthie and Winfield.
Look at Tommy. Talking like a grown up man.
He is. Rode way up so I can't get a hold of him sometimes.
Got to get to a corner. Got to get Grandma buried decent. How much money might be left?
About $40.
We gonna start clean. We sure ain't taking nothing with us.
Is it all right to set us up anywhere?
Sit down anywhere. Here in this place?
Sure. Is there anybody we gotta talk to before we camp here?
You want to camp here?
That's what I was saying.
Well, if you want to camp here, why don't you? I ain't stalking you.
Just asking if there's anybody we gotta talk to before we camp here.
Anybody to talk to?
Yeah, you seem to be doing all right, huh?
Doing a nice job of digging. What you want me to say?
Well, I was scared the whole way. Figured if she bust down, it'd be my fault.
No, doing good. Better get it fixed up because tomorrow we're going out looking for work.
Sure, oh, don't you worry about that.
Anybody to talk to? Who's going to kick us out of here? You tell me.
You better take a good long rest.
What's that?
How are you? I seen you just met the mayor.
What's the matter with him?
Him? He's just nuts like you and me. Maybe even nutter than me. I don't know.
I just asked if we could camp here.
Sure. I don't see why not. You folks just come across?
Yeah, just came in this morning.
You ever been to Hooverville before?
Where's Hooverville?
Well, this here is her.
What's the matter with that old fella?
The mayor? I guess he's just bull simple.
Bull simple?
I guess the cops push around so much that he's still spinning.
Why would they push a fella like that around?
He just camps in one place for too long. See how quickly the deputy sheriff goes and shoves you along.
What for?
I don't know. Some says they don't want us to vote. Keeps us moving so we can't vote. Some says they don't want us to get on relief. And some says if we stay at one place for too long, we get organized. I don't know why. I only know we get rode all the time.
We ain't no bums. We're looking for work. We'll take any kind of work.
You're looking for work? So you're looking for work. What do you think everyone else is looking for? Diamonds?
Ain't they no work?
I don't know. Must be. There ain't no crop here right now. Grapes pick later and cotton to pick later. We're moving on as soon as I get these here valves grounded. Me and my wife and my kids, we heard they was work up north. We're shoving north up around Salinas.
Back home, some fellas came through with handbills. Orange ones. Says they need men up here.
They say there's 300,000 of us folks here. And I bet every family has seen them handbills.
But they gotta have men with all this stuff growing. Orchards, grapes, vegetables. I seen that stuff. They gotta have men.
I'll tell you, there's a big feed charge that I worked in. It takes 9 men year round. It takes 3,000 men for 2 weeks when the peaches is ripe. You gotta have them or them peaches are ripe. So what do? They send them handbills out all over. They need 3,000 men, they get 6,000. And they get them for what they want to pay. And if you don't like it, there's 1,000 men waiting for your job.
Say the peaches gotta be picked right now. Right when they're ripe?
Of course they do.
Well, suppose some people got together and says, let them rot. Wouldn't be long before the price went up, by God.
You figured something out, didn't you? Come right out of your own head.
I'm tired. Drove all night. I don't want to start no argument. I'm so tired I'd argue easy. Don't be smart with me, I'm asking you.
I didn't mean it. You folks aren't from around here. Fellas figured that out long ago. Fellas at the beach orchard figured her out too. See, folks get together, they's the leader. Fella that does the talking. Well, as soon as that fella opens his mouth, they grab him and they stick him in jail. And if there's another fella pops up, they stick him in jail.
Philip eats in jail anyways.
But his kids don't. How would you like to be in jail and your kids are starving to death?
Yeah, so we take what we can get, huh? Or we starve. Or we yell, we starve. Well, I ain't gonna take it. I'm not folks ain't no sheep.
You're not. They'll pick you right off. You got no name, no property. They'll find you in a ditch with bloodshot on your mouth and your nose. Be one little line in the paper. You know what they'll say? Vagrant found dead. And that's all. You see a lot of them little lines, vagrant found
There'll be
dead.
somebody else found dead right alongside this here vagrant.
You're nuts. There won't be no good in that.
Bull simple!
If I had known it would be like this, I wouldn't have came. I would have stayed home and studied my tractors and got me a $3 job. Fella could live awfully nice on $3 a day and go to a picture show every night too.
You're gonna study nights for radios, ain't you?
Yeah, sure. As soon as I get on my feet, get a little money.
You ain't giving it up.
No, of course not. I just didn't know there were places like this we gotta live
You
in.
got to.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it would have been better to stay home and study my tractors. Them fellas get $3 a day, and they can pick up extra money along the way too. But I'm gonna study. As soon as I get on my feet.
You're gonna have a house with baby cars. Now it's baby, no tent.
Yeah, sure. As soon as I get on my feet.
You men want to work?
Sure, why not?
You're a contractor and you got a license. Just show us your license. It gives us the order when and where and how much you pay. And you sign that. We'll go. You telling me how to run my own business? If we're gonna work for you, it's our business too. Well, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. First open it up and I need men. But you ain't saying how many men or how much you'll pay. I don't know yet. You don't know. You got no right to hire men. I got a right to run my business my way. If you folks want to sit here on your butt, okay. I'm getting men for Tulare County. Gonna need a lot of men. Twice now I fell for that. And maybe he needs 1,000 men. He'll get 5,000. And he'll pay him 15 cents an hour. And you're poor, you'll have to take it because you'll be hungry. If he wants to hire men, let him hire them. And write it out and see what he's gonna pay. Ask to see his license. He ain't allowed to contract without a license. Ever seen this guy before, Joe? Which one? This fella? What do you do? Talking red, agitating trouble. See, if he runs level, would he bring a cop along? Ever seen him before?
Seems like I have. Last week when that news Carla was posted in here, seems like I've seen this fella hanging around. Yep, and swear it's the same fella. You, come on.
You ain't got nothing on.
If you'd like to go in too, you'll be trapped once more. There was 2 of you hanging around that lot.
I wasn't even in the state last week.
Maybe you want someplace else. You keep your trap shut, Pokey.
You folks don't want to listen to these Reds. Troublemakers. They'll get you in trouble. Now I can use all of you in Tulare County.
Might be a good idea to go. Before the hell's here to clear out this good camp. And if word gets around that you got friends here, somebody might get hurt. It's a good idea if you're all going to there. There isn't a thing to do around here. That's just a friendly way of telling you. There's a bunch of guys down here to make you a big candles if you ain't gone.
I told you I need men. If you don't want to work, well, that's your business.
Now come on, Casey. We're going for a ride.
He's gonna use the gun.
Felt like that I got no right to a gun.
You gotta get out. You go in the woods and wait. He ain't seen you kids, but he seen you.
I don't wanna go.
Your fingerprints, you broke the road. They see you back.
I forgot.
Go quick before he comes to.
You sure flag him down.
Go on, get out with your family. You don't know nothing.
Yeah? What about you?
Somebody got to blame. I got no kids. They'll just stick me in jail. I ain't doing nothing but sit around. Go on, get out of this. Look, if you messing this, all your folks gonna get in trouble. I don't care about you. But your mom, your pa, they'll get in trouble. Maybe send time back to the counselor.
Okay. I think you're a fool, though.
Sure. Why not?
What's going on here?
I knocked out your man there.
And what happened here?
Well, he got tough and I hit him. So he started shooting. Hit a woman over there. So hit him again.
No, what'd you do in the first place?
I'll talk back.
Well, you're gonna have to go with me.
Sure. This woman over there like to bleed to death from this past shooting.
We'll see about that later. Joe, is this the fella that hit you?
Don't look like him.
It was me, alright. You got smart with the wrong fellow.
You don't look like that fella to me. God, I'm gonna be sick.
I'll go without no trouble. Bitch, see her back that woman's hurt.
What made the preacher do that?
You know about sin? I asked him about sin and he told me. But I don't know if he's alright. He said the fellow's in there, he thinks he's sinned. I've been secret all my days. Done things I never told about.
Don't go tell him, John. Tell him to God. It ain't good burning up folks with sin. That ain't right.
They're eating on me.
Well, don't tell him. Go down the river and whisper in the stream.
Gotta tell.
Well then, who'd you kill?
$5.
Stealing?
Nope. Had her. Kept her out.
It was your own, wasn't she?
Yeah. But it ain't only the keeping her out. I kept her out to get drunk. I knew there was going to be a time till I get to hurt inside, so we gotta get drunk. Figured time wasn't yet. Then the preacher gave himself up to Satan Tom.
I don't see why him saving Tom gotta get you drunk.
And Sarah, look, you got the money. Give me $2.
You need $7 to get drunk. You don't need to be drinking no champagne water.
Take this here and give me $2. I can get good drunk for $2. I don't want no sinner waste on you. From whatever I got, always do.
You do what you gotta do. Hell, I ain't got no right to tell them otherwise.
You ain't gonna be mad. No, I gotta.
Do what you got.
You seen Connie?
I ain't see him. See him? I'll tell him you want.
I ain't feeling so good. Where's Connie?
You've been a crying. You get a hold of yourself. There's a lot of us here now. Come get a piece of potatoes. I'm sorry for you.
Where's Connie?
You got to work. I don't have time to take it hand, but I will now. Take that there and have a get to the potatoes.
Wait till I'll see and I'll tell him.
He might smack you. You gotta come and ride around the can yourself. If he smacks and sends you, I'll bless him.
You gotta get out of here.
What's the matter now?
They're gonna burn the camp.
We ain't done nothing.
She done this that beat up a cop.
We hadn't done it.
From what that cop said, they want to push along.
You seen Connie?
Yeah, sure. I think he's going upriver. He's going south.
Is he going away?
I don't know.
Moses, you've been talking and acting funny. What did Connie say to you?
He said it would have been a good thing if he stayed home and studied up tractors.
Connie wasn't no good. I've known that a long time.
Won't do no good to catch him, I guess.
No. If he's no good, we don't want him.
Don't say that.
Why? All the time to say what he's gonna do and never doing anything. Why? Why do I have to shush? He's gone, isn't
Mr.
he?
Sharon's gonna have a little fella and that baby's half Connie. It ain't good for a baby growing with his folks say it's fine no good.
It's better than lied about.
It ain't. Make out like he's dead. You wouldn't say no bad things about Connie if he was dead.
Hey, what is this? We're sure Connie's gone for good. We got no time to talk. We gotta get out of here.
But we just come
We're
here.
gonna burn the camp tonight, Mom. Now you know I ain't got it in me to sit by and see our stuff burn. Nor Pa, nor Al. We come up a fight and I can't afford to be took in at mud. I nearly got it today if the preacher hadn't
Yo,
jumped in.
come on, we gotta get quick.
Al, get in the truck.
What about John?
Where's Uncle John?
Went out to get drunk.
Look, you guys get the stuff unloaded. I'll go look for Uncle John.
Yes, sir. She was a girl with pretty feet.
Come on, Uncle John.
Tom! I'd find a girl to talk to.
Okay, John, get in.
Like to stay drunk all the time.
Well, he sure got a quick start.
It's like you, Al. Al looking for girls.
All ready.
Hey, where's Rosa Sharon?
Over there. Come on, Rosa Sharon, we're going. I ain't going.
You got to go.
I want Connie. I ain't going until Connie comes back. Come on, Rosa Sharon, come on. I want to wait. Can't wait.
Connie will find us. Don't you worry, he'll find us.
Maybe he went to study them books. Maybe he's gonna surprise us. Maybe that's just what he done.
You all gonna leave some stuff the fella can use?
Can't think of nothing.
Ain't you getting out of here?
No?
Well, they'll burn you out.
I know. They've done it before.
Well, why don't you get out?
I don't know. It takes so long to get stuff together.
What's the matter with that fella?
Cotton happy. Fella was saying he's bullshit. Look, Al, you get up behind him. Take this. If anyone tries to climb on, let him have it.
Well, I ain't got nothing in my head.
Well, take the jack handle. Comes a time when it made us mad.
Tom, you told me. You promised me you wasn't like that. You
I know, Mom. I'm trying. But the deputies, if it was the law they were working with, it'd be different. But it ain't the law. They're working away on our spirits. They're trying to make us cringe and crawl. They're trying to break us.
You promised, Tom!
I know, Mom. I'm trying. Honest to God, I am. You don't want me to crawl out my belly on the ground, do you?
I'm praying. You got to keep clear. The family's breaking up. You got to keep
I know,
clear.
Mom. But the deputies, if it was the law, it'd be different. But burning the camp ain't no law.
Easy. You gotta have patience. Tom, us people will go on living when all the other people is gone. But Tom, we're the people that live. They ain't gonna wipe us out. But Tom, we're the people. We go on.
We take a beating all the time.
Tom, we keep a coming. Don't you fret none, Tom. A different time's coming.
How do you know?
I don't know.
I heard you talk so much in my life.
The campsite costs $1 a week, but you can work it out. Carrying garbage, keeping the camp clean, stuff like that. It's a nice place. Folks that had it just moved out.
We'll work it out.
You'll see the committee Monday morning.
Cops?
We have our own cops. Folks here elect the committee that makes the laws. What they say goes.
So what you're saying is, fellas camping here is just the fellas running the camp?
Sure, and it works.
You mean they ain't no cops?
No cops can get in here without a warrant.
Well, the camp down the road, the cops, they burned us out.
They won't get in here. Some nights boys patrol the fences, especially dance nights.
Dance nights? Why are there more places like this?
You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
Gonna stay here?
Yeah, go get the stuff unloaded. I gotta go down to the office.
Come along, Mr. Joad.
get work, yes we will.
If we can get work, that's what we all say.
Well, my brother says we might get work right away.
That's what he says? Huh? Maybe he will. Maybe you're lucky. You got the luck. You can't trust luck. You can't have but one kind of luck. You can't have more. You be a good girl. You be good. You got sit on you, you better watch out for their baby. The scandalous thing is going to this year camp.
Is?
Let me warn you now. Think of a few deep down Jesus lovers left. Or a Saturday night when their string band starts up and they should be playing hymnody. They are reeling. Yes, sir, a reeling. And don't you think them sins are putting nothing over God either. No, sir, he's chalking them up. Sin by sin. God's watching. And I'm watching. He's already spoken one of them out.
Has?
I seen it. A girl carried a little one just like you. And she hugged danced. And she bent down and she's getting out and she dropped that baby dead.
Oh my.
You take heed of that poor child and belly out. That's it.
Darn it. Me and Connie. We hugged danced. Sal saw.
I warned
Patty.
you.
Ma, this lady says
Howdy. I'm Miss Sandry. Miss Elizabeth Sandry.
How do you?
Are you happy in the Lord?
Pretty happy.
Are you saved?
I would say.
Well, I'm glad. The sentence is awful strong around here. It comes from an awful place. There's wickedness all around about. Wicked peoples and wicked going on. Lamb-blooded Christians just can't hardly stand wicked people.
Seems to me these nice people around here.
This sin is all around us.
Get out now before I give you a sit telling you where to go.
I thought you was Christian.
So we are.
No, you ain't. You hell-burning sinners, all of you. I can see your soul burning.
Don't you never come back. I see you come before you take a little pleasure, wouldn't you?
I can see that innocent child in that little girl's belly a burning.
Chicken reel, now the feet tag. Square closes up and the dance starts. Feet on the big ground, beating duels to right with your heels. Hands around and swing. Hair falls down and paint breaths. Lean to the side now. Look at that Oklahoma boy. Long legs, loose taps, 4 times right step. Never seen a boy swing around like that. Look at him swing that Cherokee girl. Run her cheeks and her toe points out. Look at her pant. Look at her heave. Thinks she's tired, thinks she's winded. Well, she ain't.
Thanks for you. I ain't pierced.
Well, I'm gonna pierce.
It don't hurt. Don't. You tickled.
Well, I ain't.
We get married, ain't we?
Sure.
But you promised. You said we was.
Well, as soon as when sun comes.
You said pretty soon.
Oh, sure we are.
You getting a job?
Yeah, you'll see. I have a pocket full of Jack. We'll go down to Hollywood and see them pictures.
There. It's all done now. Every day we'll pull one knot, and in a couple weeks, it'll all be glad you can wear.
Here. They're yours now. You can keep them. Didn't hurt, just stuck a little. You ought to be pierced long ago.
Let's get to the dance.
Your baby's gonna be a good one. We ain't here to let you have a baby without your ears pierced, but
Say that.
does it mean something? Why, of course it does.
Of course it does.
The Jodes moved north. The orchards lined the way and made an aisle. At the Hooper Ranch, Linda men were sitting in the ditch beside the road.
In the eyes of the people, there is a growing bride.
Hello? Who's there?
Who are you?
Where do you think you're going? Well, I thought I'd just take a walk. You law against it? Well, you better walk some other way. Can't I even get out of here?
Not tonight, you can't. Now, do you want to turn back, or shall I whistle for some help and take you?
Hey, if it's going to cause any trouble, I don't give a darn. Sure, I'll go.
It's for your own good. Them crazy pickets might get you.
What pickets?
Damn rads.
Oh, I didn't know about them.
Didn't you see him while you were coming in?
Well, I've seen a bunch of guys, but there were so many cops, I thought it was an accident.
You better go back along.
That's okay with me, mister.
In the souls of the people, the grapes of wrath are filling and growing heavy for the vintage.
Who are you? I'm just going past.
Know anybody here?
No, I tell you, I'm just going past.
What's the matter?
Casey, what are you doing here?
Oh my God, Tom Joe. Tommy.
Know him, do you?
No, yeah, no, for years. Like I'm out west with him. Come over here, Tom.
Glad to meet you. I heard what Casey said. Is this the guy you've been telling us about?
Sure, man. What you doing out here? Where you folks?
Well, we came out here looking for work, and a bunch of state cops running us into this here ranch. Heard a bunch of yelling, so I came out to see what's going on. How'd you get here?
Yeah, it was a kind of funny place. It's me been going into the wilderness to try to figure out something. Almost got it sometimes too. It's in the jailhouse, I really got it. Some of them fellas in the tent was drunks. Most of them was because they stole stuff they needed, couldn't get on the way. See?
No?
Well, there was nice fellas, see? But man, bad was they need stuff. And I began to see them. It's need that makes all the trouble. I ain't got it worked out. Well, one day, they give us some things that was south. One fella started yelling, but nothing happened. He yelled his head off. Trustee come along, looked in, and went on. Then another fella started yelling. And I tell you, it just seemed like he got on the same tone, and soon enough, that tank just give and bulged and swelled up. My God. Then something happened. They come running, and they give us some other stuff to eat. Give it to us. See?
No?
Maybe I can't tell you. Maybe you gotta find out. Where's your cow?
Come out without it.
How's your sister?
She's as big as a cow. I bet she got twins. You ain't told me what's going on.
We struck! This was a strike!
Well, 5 cents a box ain't much, but a fella can eat. Sure.
Look, we have to work there. They've been telling us they're paying us 5 cents. That was a lot to us. We got there and they're paying us 2.5 cents. Fella can't eat on that. And if you got kids, so we said we won't take them. So they drove us off. Now all the cops in the world come down on us. Now they're paying you 5. And they bust this in the strike. You think they'll pay 5?
I don't know. Paying 5 now.
Look, Tom, we tried to camp together and they drove us like pigs. These fellas scattered us, drove us like pigs. They run you in like pigs too. We can't last much longer. Some people ain't there for 2 days. You going back tonight?
I aim to.
Well, tell the folks in there how it is, Tom. Tell them they starving us and stabbing themselves in the back. For sure, as cow flops, you dropped 2.5 just as soon as they put us out.
I'll try. You never seen so many guys with guns. Don't even think they'll let a fella talk.
Try and tell them, Tom, they'll get 2.5 just the minute we gone. And you know what 2.5 is. That's 1 ton of peaches picked for $1.
You can't do it, Tom.
No, you can't do it. Can't get your food for that. Can't eat for that.
I'll try to get to tell the folks.
Look, Tom, try and get the folks in there to come on out. They can do it in a couple of days. Them peaches is right. Tell them.
They won't.
But just the minute they ain't strike breaking, they don't get no fine.
I don't think he'll swallow
Well,
that.
tell him anyway.
I wouldn't do it. I know him. He'd say it wasn't none of his business.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Have to take a beating for real, no.
You think Pa's gonna give up his meat on account of other fellas? And Rose sharing all get milk? You think Pa's gonna want to starve that baby because a bunch of fellas is yelling outside a gate?
I wish they could see it, Tom.
Talking! Always talking! Take my brother out. He's out looking for a girl. He don't care about nothing else. Couple days he'll get himself a girl. Think about it all day and do it all night.
Sure. He just doing what he gotta do. All of us like that.
I don't like it!
What's the matter?
I don't know, it's all over nervous as a cat.
What's the matter?
I don't know, it just seems like I hear something. And then I listen and there ain't nothing to hear.
You're just jumping. That's a cloud settling. And I bet she's got thunder. That's what's itching on. Electricity.
All of them mentioned. All of them. Them cops been saying how they gonna beat us from outside the county. They figure I'm weeded because I talk so much.
Wait a minute, listen.
What is it?
I don't know.
Can't really tell if you hear it. fools you, get nervous. We all nervous. Can't really tell. You hear, Tom?
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it. There's guys coming from every which way. We gotta get out of here.
Quick, under the bridge, man. I hate to leave my tent.
Let's go.
Stand where you are.
That's him.
Listen, you don't know what you're doing. You know, some kids.
Shut up, you red.
You don't know what you're doing.
George, I think you killed him.
Serves him right.
Who's there?
Tom, what's the matter?
Shh, don't talk so loud. I had to fight.
Tom, you in trouble?
Yeah, I look busted.
Is it bad?
Yeah,
I mean the trouble.
yeah, bad. I went out for a walk and come on, Casey.
The preacher?
Yeah, the preacher. Only he was leading the strike. And they come for him.
Who covered him?
I don't know. They had pick handles and they killed him. And I grabbed the pick handle and I clubbed the guy.
You saw?
I guess so. They had lights on us.
Tom, you got to get away.
I know, Ma.
And that's gone, Tom. And he knows it's all for good.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. Nobody would recognize me. If my prince wasn't on record, I'd be glad.
I want you to go a long ways on.
Looky, Mom. I've been all night hiding alone, and I've been thinking a lot. Thinking about what Casey said. And I can remember all of it.
He was a good man. Hush. Listen.
It's only the wind, Mom. I know the wind.
Tom, what you ain't gonna do?
What Casey
Look,
done?
they killed him.
He didn't duck quick enough. He wasn't doing nothing against the law. Mom, I've been thinking about our people living like pigs, and the rich land fellow, or a fellow with 1 million acres, well, there's 1,000 good farmers starving. And I've been thinking, if our folks got together, just a few of us outside the gate,
Tom, they'll drive you and cut you down.
they're gonna cut me down anyway. They're driving all our
I'm not
folks.
gonna know about you. They might kill you and I wouldn't know.
Maybe it's like Casey says. Maybe a fellow ain't got a soul of his own. Only a part of a bigger one. And
Then what, Tom?
Then it don't matter. And I'll be all around in the dark, wherever you look. Wherever there's a fight so a hungry man can eat, I'll be there. Wherever there's a cop beating up a guy, I'll be there. And when our folks eat the food they raise and live in the houses they build, why, I'll be there, see? God, I'm talking like Casey.
I don't understand. I don't really know.
I don't either. It's just stuff I've been thinking.
Tom, hey, when it's blown over, you'll come back. You'll find us.
Sure. Now, I better go. Bye.
The boxcars. 12 of them stood on a little flat by the stream. There were 2 rows of 6 each, the wheels removed. Up the big sliding doors, slatted planks ran for catwalks. They made good houses, watertight and draftless, room for 24 families, 1 family in each end of each car. No windows, but the wide doors stood open.
It's nice. It's almost nicer than anything we had.
We got nothing now. No food. No crops. How are we gonna get something to eat? Gotta go back a long time to keep from thinking. Getting so I hate to think. Roshan ain't so far from due. Seems like our life's over and done.
No, it ain't. It ain't, Pa. And that's the thing a woman knows. Man, he lives in a jerk. Baby born, baby dies, and that's a jerk. Gets a farm and loses his farm, and that's a jerk. Woman, it's all one flow, like a stream, little eddies, little waterfalls. But the river, it goes right on. Woman looks at it like that. We ain't gonna die. People is going on. Angel, baby, is going right on.
Well, how can you tell? Let's keep everything from stopping and all the folks from just getting tired and lying down.
Hard to say. Everything we do seems to me like right or going on. Seems that way to me. Even being hungry, even being sick. Some die, but the rest is tough. Just try to live the day. Just the day.
You know, there might be a good year next year. Back home.
I thought you'd be sleeping by now.
We're talking. Come sit.
All right. I want to talk too because I'll have to be going away pretty soon now.
Why? Why you gotta go away from us?
Well, this Aggie and Wayne, right? Me and her are going to get married. I'm going to get a job in the garage. We're going to have a rented house. Well, there ain't nobody that can stop us.
Al, we're glad. We're awful glad.
You are?
Of course. You're a grown man. You need a wife. Just don't go right now.
Yeah, so you can't take this.
Just stay till spring. Just till spring. Won't you stay till spring?
Well,
You heard yet?
Yeah, this is rare. I just heard.
Oh my, I wish we had a cake. I wish we had a cake or something.
I'll set out some pancakes and make some coffee. We got syrup.
Oh my. Why, well, I'll bring some sugar. We can put sugar in them pancakes. What's the matter?
Why, it's news. We're gonna have a little party, kinda. When I get in, I was gonna get married.
I'm putting a fresh dress on Aggie. I'll be right over.
What are you thinking, John?
Seems to me if that creek keeps coming, she'll flood us.
Yeah, but if we all take the shovels, we can make it out.
Yeah, might. Don't know if the mother fellows want to. They maybe rather move somewhere else.
There's no dry place. There's no dry place as good as this.
Coming up fast. I think we ought to go talk to the other fellows. See if they'll stitch up.
All right.
What is it? This is where I always spray around, Puppy. Look, it's come. It's early.
Did it rub you all over? Quick, open up and answer me. No, it's coming early.
Maybe the fever bring it.
Well, she ought to be up on her feet. Ought to be off the ground. She straight. Well, she ought to. I have some thoughts. I'll get her to you. Aggie, you take care of these here little fellas.
That's right, Rudy. You win the gold, Aggie. Go now. You got you. Rosa Sharon's gonna have a baby. You get now. You get quick. They're coming. Have a nice baby. You gotta help her. You can get on the wall. I can try. Her time's coming.
Then we couldn't go. Even if we wanted to.
No.
We gotta get that bank built in.
Got to.
My girl's having the veins. Yeah, we can't go now.
It ain't our baby. We can go.
Fine, go then. You can go. John, I know it's tough. Just hold on. John, fight through it. Watch out for the tree. John, what? Whatever. Say. How is she?
All right.
We've done what we could.
I know.
You worked all night. You've been knocked a tree into the bank.
I know. I heard it.
She gonna be all right.
I don't know.
Couldn't we have did nothing?
No. There's only one thing to do. Ever. We've done it.
The truck. It's no use. The motor was full of water. Battery's foul by now.
Is it born? Is the baby out? Where's the baby?
There ain't no baby. There never was no baby. It was wrong.
Shucks. I wish it had been a baby.
We ain't gonna get out soon. That ain't doing no good. Just 'cause troubling, sort of. Couldn't you fellas sort of take it out and bury it?
Yes, you're right. Just kind of, sort of. There's laws against it.
There's lots of things against the law if you can't help doing.
You're right. Ow! You take it, Barry.
Sure I will. Come on. Give it to me. You go down into the street now. Play there. And write. Just don't wait, you can talk. I don't know if you was a boy or a girl. We ain't gonna find out. You go lie in the street. Maybe I'll know then.
Come on in, dude. Lay down on his shirt. Lay down on bed.
Mom, look. You all this here?
No, just coming out of the way. We got a sick girl. We got something to use it. Try her out. Thank you. What's the matter with that, Phil?
He was sick. Now he's starving.
What?
Got sick of the cotton. He ain't ate for 6 days.
Low ball?
Yeah. Says he wasn't hungry, or he just ate. Gave me the food. Now he's too weak. Can't hardly move.
Sure. You just be easy. He'll be all right.
I didn't know. He said he ate her. He wasn't hungry. Last night, I went and busted in and stole some bread. Made her chew her down. But he puked it all up. It just made him weaker. He gotta have soup or milk. Y'all folks got the money for milk?
Hush. He'll be all right.
He's dying, I tell you. He's starving to death, I tell you.
Hush. told you, bro. I know.
Will you walk around?
Come on, you fellas. You come out of the shed. Hush. Hush and get.